Yay! Live, I'm live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or basically hello world, wherever you're tuning me live from. So I'm live, yes, I'm live. This is Lily and I'm back. And if you've been following my Go Lives, today is day 6. And the topic for today is pains or struggles. And let me look it up. The computer's right here. Why you want to earn extra? Or let's say why I wanted to earn extra. So if you've been following my business page or you stumble across my post on social media, yes, I'm Lily, a wife and a mom of 2, son and a daughter. And my professional background is nursing, and I'm a Pacific Islander, originally from Fiji. And last year my husband retired and we moved here to the States. And yeah, our daughter is still living with us. She's trying to finish college. And I'm no longer practicing. So if you've been following me, day 1, I had different topics for different days. So if you're curious, you can go back on my page and watch the replay. And if you join me live on this live, or you watch the replay, please drop in the comments where you're watching me from, and type in replay. So, or if you have any questions, whatever question you have, feel free. So today's topic is pains and struggles. Why you want an extra to earn extra, or why I wanted to earn extra. So if you have been following my business page, yes, this is the face behind that business profile, the business page profile. So since we moved last year, and I'm number 2 of 6 siblings, and ever since I started working, I've always sent money home back to Fiji. This is when I left Fiji. I practiced in Fiji for 9 years before I decided to explore the world, and I never looked back. So when I left Fiji, every 2 weeks, it was a bi-weekly paycheck, so I sent money home, and even during like some family gathering or something to do with family, financially, I have always contributed. So when we left last year, when we moved to the States, and I wasn't I'm not working anymore, so it was like, wow, that was going to end. But even before we moved to the state, my husband and I wasn't sending money as regular as I did in the earlier years of my nursing career overseas. But it slowed down. Not only that my family didn't need me to send money, I still sent money every now and then because it made me feel good. To me, it's like, as long as my parents are still alive, I was still going to send money home. But that stopped. That ended when I moved here because, family knew that, okay, her husband is retiring, she's moving to the States, and, life is not going to be the same anymore. And yes, life in the States is not easy. You think you move here and you say, like, it's the land of the dreams. Yeah. Dreams are free, but you have to do something. You needed that extra stream of income. So for me, it was like this extra stream was a necessity. And if you have been following me, the biggest why of me wanting to join this business was, as a Pacific Islander, the way we grew up, the way we were taught, our upbringing, we were always helping family. And if somebody had the money, we were always leaning, we were always depending on that person, So for me, it was like, I didn't want my children to feel that way. And even for my nieces and nephews, and I know I shared this a lot with my siblings, it's like, this cycle has to end. So why I need this extra stream is because I want to break that cycle of generational dependency, basically. That's in one sentence. To break generational dependency, meaning depending on siblings who was working, who had money, depending on parents because of their social security or because of their retirement plan, or depending on nieces and nephews that could support you, you know. So I'm not saying that we Pacific Islanders are like that, but that was just who we are, you know. We were always giving and giving and giving. And come time for you to not give anymore, family are just so like, oh, what now? So I wanted something different for my children and my grandchildren in the future, nieces, nephews, and my family, you know. I want to end this cycle that we have to keep depending on each other. And it's my prayers that when my business become an overflow, I can also teach my, teach my family that, an extra stream of income is what we all need. Because this is not only something that, will end tomorrow. When I'm no longer here, my children can continue this business, this online business, this legacy. So if you've been following me, that's why I started this extra stream. Not because that I'm broke, but because I needed this, not only for me, but so that my family will understand that, and hopefully you followers, that one stream is a risk, And if you've been watching and following me, and if you feel like, okay, I'm just getting one paycheck, maybe Lily is telling me that it's time to invest in an extra stream of income. So if you are curious and if you think that you want to try this online business, register on my website, watch those free webinars, watch those free info sessions, those testimonials. And if you think this is for you, message me, send me an inbox if you don't want to comment on my post. But if you think you feel like, oh, I want to learn more, sure, why not? So that's from me, day 6. Why I wanted to earn an extra stream of income? Because of that. That is my biggest why. I wanted to end that generational cycle of dependency, Not that it's bad that we always depended on somebody, but there's pros and cons on that. Sometimes people, the new generation will say, why should I work hard? Because, people will always depend on me. That's something I always share with, friends and family. So, pains and struggles. I can say that it's not a struggle, but that's a pain for me because I want to see a good future for my nieces, my nephews, my children, and my grandchildren. So, come back tomorrow, and for day 7, I have another topic. And if you think that this business is for you, like I said, register, watch the free webinar, watch the free info session. We also have info session in our team that you can ask your questions, so you can send me a message if you're interested in that. But if no, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to type your location and type replay if you watch replay. This is Lily, and follow for more information. You can share. Make sure, take time to enjoy life because life is short, life is precious, and life is fragile. Bye-bye. Internet is slow and it's buffering.